Today, on Be Something Wonderful, what the manifesting books, videos, and gurus didn't tell you. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, welcome back. Big video this morning. I want to talk about this client that I first talked with her in August. And at the time, it was a similar story to someone else that I talked about, I think about a year ago, or maybe some months ago, I don't remember exactly. But this was regarding her Instagram and a specific person that she was interested in, that she was friends with. A lot of flirtation, a lot of mutual interest between them. But when she was looking on her Instagram feed, she noticed pictures of him with somebody else. These were new, right? With what the manifesting circles call, reality creation community calls a third party. Right, but it was with someone else, right? And she goes, Tom, I just wanted to block them, and so I did. I just didn't want to see it. And we keep in mind that they're friends or were friends. And so I want to talk about this idea. And we really talked about that idea that, remember, nothing is happening out there. It's all you. You are all that is. It's really remembering that before you think, feel, analyze, or do anything. Remember who you really are, right? So we went on, and I'm going to go into all the kind of ideas that we had talked about. And in this particular session, so what happened? So that session, right? What happened between then? What was our session about yesterday? Well, she said that what happened was that she eventually unblocked him. And as she unblocked him, he reached out and said, hey, I thought we were friends. What, he had no idea why she would do that. He thought probably because of the pictures, for sure, right? Because he knew there was interest between them. But what she noticed is the pictures weren't there anymore. Very similar to another situation that I talked to several months ago. And it turns out that he was dating that girl. There was a third party in that case, right? It wasn't like the case a few months ago where I think it was a cousin or somebody. It wasn't really someone that he was interested in. In this case, he was interested in this person, but it was very early, and it was her, the girl that he was dating, that wanted him to post those pictures on Instagram. They wanted to make it a thing, even though he wasn't really serious yet. And it turns out he stopped dating her, but he was blocked. And so now they're seeing each other. This is what she's reporting. And this session was about the upcoming holidays, because she really wanted to spend that time with him. The relationship's great. There's no issues there. And he had been talking about going away with his family for a few days. I think it was like Big Bear or something like that, like a winter retreat. And didn't really ask her yet or anything. So we had our session, but it was already resolved. She goes, it was a few days ago. He already talked about, invited me, and the reason he didn't invite, he wasn't sure. He wasn't sure she would go. He thought that maybe she probably has plans with her family. All of that. That's all the stuff that we make up, like with our stories. So they're having the holidays together. He's not been blocked for months now. And it all comes from forgetting who we are. That everything we want is already within us. That we're never really creating anything. Creation's finished. We're not really manifesting anything. Everything is already within you. We just forget that. So today it's almost like, and I had this session with someone yesterday in terms of something that a condition they had, a physical condition, that they wanted to see themselves as whole. So we had this same discussion, and here it is. Before you do another technique, before you learn another process, before you affirm another thought, before you take another action, before you tell another story, the drama and trauma, past stories, before you heal or try to heal another condition, before you ask another question like, what's missing? How do I do this? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with my reality? Why hasn't it manifested? It's been months. Before you blame, criticize, ignore, fix, get rid of, or even praise, embrace, or put on a pedestal yourself or any other condition, people, events, and circumstances, know this. Know that you are all that is. You are all realities. You are all possibilities. You are all potential. You are all power. You are all knowing. It's all within you right now. Right? So before you do any of that, even if it's praise or embrace or put on a pedestal, know that you are all of it. You don't. Someone asked when we talked about patience yesterday with a client, and Scripture it says God is patient, and I said, yeah, God is patient because God doesn't need patience. Why would God need patience? God is all that is. That's why God's patient. It's a divine patience, knowing that everything is already within you, knowing that the outcome is assured, that it's a sure thing, right? You are saved. You are all that is. Everything you want is already within you. That's the message today. So you can never be, just hear this, you can never be more or less than all that is. Or in other words, all that you are, or God, right? Than who you were, who you are, and who you will be in this very moment. You cannot be more or less than who you are, who you were, or who you will be in this very moment. You are all of it. So trying to manifest, trying to change conditions makes no sense. They all come from within you. It's all of it, remember, is from incomplete seeing. It's all there. You just don't see it yet. You can't see it through your assumptions. You can't see it through your beliefs. You can't see it through your insistence of saying, I am not yet, or something's missing, or something's wrong. Do you see it? Your refusal to believe it. As Neville Goddard says, this is the only reason you don't see it. You cannot see, perceive, and know and be aware of who you really are, I am that I am, while within the identity of I am not. Do you see it? Within those assumptions and beliefs or identity of I am not, you can't see all that you are. You can't see that other reality. You can't see that what you can't see. You can't see what you can't see, what you can't perceive. You cannot evaluate, this is what A Course in Miracles says, you cannot evaluate an insane belief system from within it. I love this. Remember, Course in Miracles is talking about the ego belief system, the ego thought system, thinking that the ego thought system can be summarized in 3 words, I am not. That's the ego thought system. That's the whole ego in 3 words, I am not, right? You cannot evaluate an insane belief system from within it. Its range precludes this. I love this. Its range precludes this. You can only go beyond it. You can only transcend it. You can only go above it. You can only go beyond it. You want to get on top of that pendulum and see that swing. Nothing that arises from it means anything. Nothing that arises. You can analyze from your 3D personality. You can ask those questions, but none of it means anything because you can't see beyond what you can't see. Do you see it? You can't see beyond what you can't see. All of that. You're in that thought system. Remember this. We always show you this. Here's that horizontal or linear experience, right? There's that long, big past that you think you have. There's the present moment, and there's that big, hopeful future. Do you see it? You tell the story of a long past and a big and hopeful future while seeing the present moment as a placeholder to fix who you believe you were and imagine who you hope to be. Do you see it? The present becomes like it's just the present. It doesn't last long. It's right here. It's just a placeholder. It's just something you put in between a long past that you're focused on and a hopeful future. Do you see it? When the present is everything, all of it's now. But yet we see the present moment as some puny little thing that we put in between the drama and trauma of a past that either we're reminiscing about, or we're complaining about and criticizing or feeling guilty about, and a hopeful and desired future that we really want but don't think we're there yet. Do you see it? Right? That's why you struggle with being in the now or the present moment. That's the whole book of The Power of Now. right? The people love that book, but they struggle with it because they're going, how do I stay in the now? How do I stay in the vertical? How do I stay in wish fulfilled? How do I stay in I am? Remember, that means you're looking at the present moment as some puny thing in between a big past and a hopeful future that never comes. Right? This is why you struggle with that, because you have forgotten who you really are. Before Abraham, I am. The script is written, all scripts are written, and you wrote them all. Right? All of that, before all of that is I amness. Before all of that is all that you are. Before all of that, remember that all scripts are written, so this is the past. This is the present past. This is the future past. These are all in the past. Whatever lifeline or vertical script or lifeline or script or horizontal experience you're having, that present is even in the past, because all of this is happening right now. Past, present past, future past, whatever, it's all the past. Before Abraham, I am. Before Abraham, all scripts were written, all possibilities exist. You just get to choose. We're going to show this today like we never have before. There you are. This is your true identity. Do you see it? There you are. There's that puny little horizontal lifeline or experience, and there's the frames. Do you see it? You're all of that. You believe, from this standpoint, you believe you're limited. You believe that in all of that story. Like, wow, I'm really limited. I got a lot to do. This future never comes. That past is so big and filled with drama and trauma. Or it was the perfect days, and I want to relive those, right? But it's all now. It's all the present moment. Do you see it? All of that is within you here. All possibilities, all frames, past, present, and future are within you. All realities, all horizontal experiences. They're all within that all that isness that you are, that I amness. All things are possible because you are all things. Do you see it? Once you have the larger picture, that horizontal experience is just one experience within all that is, and you're only ever having one experience at one time. Do you see it? That it's not that there are multiple, it's just that experience changes of all that is. So you're always experiencing another part, another horizontal lifeline, another script, another film roll, right? Another frame. But it's all the same. It's all that is. It's all within you, right? That's the true meaning of lack, believing and perceiving you are this here instead of this. See, you're believing and perceiving you're this on this horizontal lifeline going from the past to the present to the future, with the present moment just put in between as a placeholder until you can fix and heal your past and then move to your hopeful imagined future. Do you see it? So we miss God. We miss who we all that is. We miss who we really are by believing this present moment is just a placeholder until we can fix who we are and then move to who we really want to be. Whew. That's powerful today. This is who you are. You're fixed. You're healed. You're all that is. You get to decide right now. This is powerful. So lack and loss of any kind or any form is impossible. It doesn't make sense, right? It's impossible to hold on to or get rid of anything because you are all things. So you don't need to hold on to good memories or get rid of bad memories. You are all memories. You exist in all memories. You exist in all potential. You exist in all realities. You exist in all lifetimes. You exist in all frames of reality. Where you live is up to you. Where you dwell is up to you. What you decide, but you exist in all of them. So you don't have to hold on to or get rid of anything. Like I've always said, where would you put it? It's infinity. It includes everything. There's nowhere to put anything. It's impossible to manifest anything, to create anything. You're not creating or manifesting anything. Just rest in that knowing, right? All lack and negative emotion comes from wanting reality, all that is, to be different than it is. That's like trying to clear muddy water, as I've talked about before, that Zen story with the little boy with the Zen master. Rushes to the pond that has all these beautiful fish at the bottom, but it's muddy. And the little boy is trying to clear it, and it just gets muddier. And the Zen master says, wait, be still, right? Be still and the water clears and you can see all the beautiful goldfish at the bottom. That's infinity. We're trying to clear muddy water. It just gets muddier and muddier. The middle gets muddier and muddier as we forget who we are. All negative conditions, inner thoughts and feelings, and people, events, and circumstances are not things in of themselves, but lack or absence of some things. Do you see it? All negative conditions, whether they're inner thoughts and feelings or outer people, events, and circumstances, are not things in and of themselves, but they're the lack of absence of some things. In fact, they're the lack or absence of all things, all that is. You're only seeing a partial perception, an incomplete seeing, incomplete limited perception of reality. So they're not things of themselves. Lack is the lack of some things. It's lack of that bigger view, that broader perspective of who you really are. You're trying to manifest what's already within you or get rid of what was never there in the first place. Trying to get rid of lack makes no sense. Trying to get rid of negative conditions makes no sense. They're not there in the first place. They're only there because they're only there because what you're not seeing, not because what you're seeing. Do you see it? It's your lack of perception, not what you're seeing, but what you're not seeing that's creating those negative conditions. Wow. Or that muddy water, right? Wow, that's powerful. It's not what you're seeing or perceiving, but rather what you're not seeing or perceiving. Be still and know. That's why efforting and struggling to imagine, to affirm, to manifest something makes no sense. If you believe and assume you're not who you want to be and don't have what you want, in other words, you're seeing and perceiving lack, no amount of effort will convince you otherwise. No amount of affirming and assuming and assuming that something is white when all that you see is black is going to convince you, because you don't see it, right? You only see black. You create a reality of seeing, perceiving less of all that is and all that you are. That's all you do. You keep creating a narrow perception of all that is and all that you are. You never get there. Do you see it? All that effort and struggle will get there. It's already within you. You want to first be still and know that it's already within you. So before you do anything else or have a second thought, remember this: you can never be more or less than who you are right now. I am God or source, there is no other. You can't be more or less than God. There's nothing to add or take away from who you are. You're not manifesting, creating, or healing anything ever. You are only and always becoming more aware of all that is and all that you are. That's what reality creation is about. Right? That's what shifting realities is about. That's what quantum jumping is about. You never lose a reality or an identity. You just become more aware of who you are. Another identity, another reality, more aware of all that you are. And that's infinite. It's a journey that never ends. It's a journey that never began and never ends. It's who you are, that eternal you. There's no time but now and no out there, out there. There's no time but now and no out there, out there. It's all you, all that is, was, or ever be right now. That's what the manifesting books, videos, channels, gurus forgot to tell you. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on our videos. We are now on TikTok at Be Something Wonderful. More videos are going to be downloaded today, actually, on the channel. And yeah, just visit us there. Visit us on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kearin. Thank you for being part of our membership channel, which is growing. And we just released a big video a few days ago. We have another live stream exclusively for the membership channel this month. At the end of the month, around Halloween, October 29, 2023, at 9 a.m. in the morning, I'm going to be coming to you live right here from the studios of Be Something Wonderful in Las Vegas, answering your questions that you're sending on info@besomethingwonderful.com. Creators, with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude, this is Tom with Be Something Wonderful in the studios in Las Vegas. Until next time, we'll see you soon.